I started with the Archers, I think, with my mother, although it seems to have always been there in my life, but we didn't have a telly till I was 12. And so we lived around the wireless, as it was to us. And so we had Mrs. Dale's Diary, and then the Archers came along, and so I used to listen to it with my mother. But I suppose then I thought I was when I was a teenager, too cool to listen to the Archers. And so I then had a long period where I didn't listen, and then got back into it. I think when I had my child and I was at home more. And really now, it seems so long that I've been listening to it, and it's so much part of my life that if anyone rings me between 10 and 11:15 on a Sunday, I know it's nobody who knows me very well, because they know that I'd never answer the phone. I'm absolutely engrossed in Ambridge for that Sunday morning omnibus. Why I love it so much, I have all the characters live in my head, and they're very alive to me, and I know what they all look like. And I had a terrible shock when Shula got married, and the Radio Times did a photograph of them all at the wedding, and I couldn't bear it, because I thought, they're not supposed to look like that. It's really made me understand very well the plight of farmers. I've got my uncle and auntie are farmers, and I know exactly how hard it's become. And you've seen that happen in the Archers, and they've given you a great understanding. And if you can, that's drama at its best, when you're learning something, but you don't think you are, you're just being involved in a story plot. The whole storyline of Jack's dementia was extraordinary. I mean, you can only affect people if you do it right, and they got it so right. And Jack and Peggy with him, it was so moving. And there's so many people. My mother had dementia, and it is the most awful thing. It's like you lose them, and they did it so brilliantly. I really believed he had dementia. It was heartbreaking, and her taking him when she had to put him in the home. We all identify with that when you get to a certain age, putting your parents in a home, and it was just extraordinary by the daughters and Peggy and Jack himself, and those tragic moments in the home where you realise, she was just sitting with him. And I saw my uncle do that with my auntie, sit with her, and she didn't know who he was, hadn't a clue, who any of us were. And it was painful, but it was great drama. It was so well done.